Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. As I promised you yesterday, this is a quick video about some swing trading candidates. I have found 5 candidates for you today, and as always I'm using my stock scanner here. There's a link to it below. It's not open to the public yet, but you can come on a waiting list and you can just sign in with your email and stuff, and we will contact you when it goes live. But this is the screener so far. It'll be a lot more advanced when we get a bit further into the autumn. But this is how I find my candidates. We have the different stock scores. I'm looking at the S here, that is the overall stock score. And we do have the long-term trend. We do like that to be in green. And then we do like some accumulation phases in the oversold area here, especially on the weekly. So let's go on and have a look at them. The first one is the Salesforce CRM is the ticker. It has an 81 in stock score. That's reasonable. We can check all the health stats down here, and we can see the analysts are somewhere between a buy and a strong buy. They have upped their estimates here for, actually both for 7 days, 30 days and 90 days, so that is quite fine. And let's go and have a look at the TPI chart, green trend. We are getting into an oversold accumulation here on both a weekly and a daily. That is just what we want to see. And we can see here on the Salesforce charts that it's in a very good uptrend. We can make a regression channel. If you don't know that, it is an automated channel. Normally when people are drawing channels, they're using this tool here. But it is a bit subjective, and sometimes you get to draw the channels where you want them to be. Well, the regression channel is a statistical tool. It draws a regression line, which is a best fit line through a lot of data, and then it puts a channel on that is 2 standard deviations on each side. So if you don't know what that is, you don't have to care too much about it. I usually use the weekly chart. I take it from the lowest point and up until the current point, and as you can see, just draws a channel here. It's not always a perfect fit, but you will always see a number down here, and if that is somewhere above 0.8 or 0.85 or something like that, it means that this channel it really does a good job of having all the data in there. So basically it's just a number showing if this channel is a good fit, and it is, and Salesforce is in the bottom of the channel. Now you might say, is this really a swing trade? But what I do like to do sometimes when I'm looking at these swing trades is to take the ruler tool here and look at the last couple of down retracements here. There's one here at 10.4%. There is, well, I guess you could call this one again at 7%. And what do we have right now? Well, we do have 7.4%. So this seems to be in the area where it would be reasonable to expect some sort of uptick. Now, the market is a bit red and a bit in a bad mood right now. So I would like to see a good green day before I buy a swing trade in the Salesforce. But you can also use this to maybe write a cash secured put option somewhere down here, maybe 190 or something like that. So Salesforce, first candidate. Next one is Microsoft. Well, that is a big one. I know you know it. It is a good solid stock, and it's something that a lot of people have in their portfolios. Good long green trend here. We have the oversold accumulation phase down here and the weekly, and we are ticking up on the daily time frame. Let's have a quick look at Microsoft here. Here we go. And as you can see, I've already made a regression channel here. This is a very good uptrend. I only take swing trades in good solid uptrends here. We can see it is in the lower part of the regression channel. Today is a bit of a red day, but we don't care too much about that. I wouldn't take the swing trade today. I would like to see some green action like this. However, if you are going to make a cash secured put or something like that, this might be a day where you want to take a trade on, for instance, Microsoft, because you get a better premium on the put options when the market is dropping, because people want to buy some insurance when it drops and the insurance is getting a bit more expensive. It's a bit like having a fire insurance on your house and only having it when the house is on fire, then the insurance will be more expensive. And that is the same with put options here. So Microsoft, an interesting option here. Next one is Garmin. I mentioned that, I think, in the last weeks. We have a stock score at 88. Some fairly reasonable, the analysts are saying, hold to buy here. They're not much, well, there's a bit here on upping the estimates, but not too much. It is a reasonable solid stock. We can see a good green trend here. We can see the oversold accumulation phase. And looking in here in trading view at Garmin, we can see here again a good solid regression channel here. We can see the number here 0.87, so it's a reasonable strong channel. We are in the lower point. We do have an earlier top here that has been tested here. We broke it, have been testing it sometimes from the upper side here, and right now we are bouncing on it. This is actually a trade I might consider taking sometimes today because it is bouncing so nicely on here. So Garmin, a reasonable good bet for a swing trading candidate today. All right, we have the GIB, CIG Inc. here with ticker symbol GIB. And looking at the TPI charts, we have a green trend. We have the, as with the others, we have the the accumulation phase in the oversold here, which indicates some potentially bullish movement in the future here. If we're looking at it in trading view, we can see it here. I haven't drawn a channel here, but we can do it. I have put it in my favorites down here, but otherwise you go up here. If you don't see it here, there's a little arrow and there's a ton of different tools in here. You just choose the regression trend. Now, if you want to have it your favorite, you can color this star here. I think maybe this is for the paid versions of the trading view. I'm not completely certain here, but at least if you have a paid version, you can do it. Regression trend here, and then it will be up here. Take it from the lower, the lowest part of the weekly trend here, and up here we now have a. We can see that we have a regression channel where the price is at the lower part of the channel here. We have 0.95, which is a very strong channel, so we are in a good uptrend. Now, do we like to take a swing trade here? I would like to see a bit more green today, but we can do a little check here just to see how has it performed or what has it done the other times it retraced. We had a 6% retracement here, bit of a sideways retracement. We had a 5.5% retracement here. And what are we having now? We have 4.7. So this is definitely a good candidate for a swing trading candidate if it shows us a bit of green, a good solid green day. The last one in the video today is AMD. Long green trend. We have the light red here, so we have the oversold accumulation phase. 77 in stock score. If we're looking at the summary, we can also see it's a very decent stock. Absolutely. There have both been some upping up the estimates and a bit of turning down on the estimates here. But overall, it's a decent stock, definitely. It's not something that is going to go bankrupt, and that's my main concern when I'm taking swing trades. As I mentioned before, I also just check the Seeking Alpha and different other news sites just to make sure I haven't missed something, a big lawsuit, a changing of CEO, something like that, so I don't run into some unexpected downturn in the stock. But AMD, let's have a quick look at it in trading view here. Advanced micro devices, and you might be a bit reluctant to take this because again it has dropped something like 20%. But again, we have the good trend line here, or the good trend channel, and if we're looking at the retracement, we have a 24% retracement, we have a 14% retracement, we have a 20.5% retracement, and then we have the current here, which is about 20% retracement. So this fits quite nicely into the retracement pattern. It is just a bit of it's a bit tough to take a trade when things are dropping like this, and that is why I do like to see, for instance, a green candle like this, or something of the action that we see down here. There's a bit of time until earnings, so as you know, I don't like to take the trade straight into earnings. So I would, if we got a good green day tomorrow, for instance, I might take it, try to aim for the area up here and get out before earnings. A few times I'm holding it over earnings, but then I should be very nicely in profit and have some good stop loss levels. There's also a top here that it might go down and test. So let's see what happens the next day, the next couple of days, and of course I'll give you an update on Friday how my different trades are going if I have exited something. By the way, I am trying to put my trades in on the Building Freedom Facebook site, so I can't guarantee that I put all of them in there, but I'll try to put them in if I buy some new stuff or maybe sell some of it. So make sure to go in and add that Building Freedom site to your favorites. That's all for now. I hope this was a good little inspiration, and as always, use this candidates only along with your other strategies, your other methods, and do your own due diligence and use some good risk control when you invest so you don't take too much risk. That's all for now. Take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye for now.